Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Rick here to talk to you guys about some juicy video game drama that's dropped on us in the last couple days. And it all started on Friday when the vice president of Bluehole, the publisher of PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds, released a statement regarding Epic's decision to create a Battle Royale mode in Fortnite, their free-to-play game that's going to be coming out in 2018. Most of the controversy has stemmed from part of the statement that Chang-Han Kim, the vice president of Bluehole, gave on Friday, in which he said, quote, was considering further action against Epic Games. A lot of people speculating, what does he mean by further action? And a lot of people jumping to the conclusion that further action most certainly means legal action, and PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds has to be out of their mind if they think that they have a legal foot to stand on. Who do these people think they are? They don't have a monopoly on the Battle Royale genre. It's crazy talk. A lot of people siding with Epic Games on this, and that's where I'm a little bit confused. Firstly, a lot of speculation going on here. Further action, it could mean a lot of things. It could mean a phone call. It could mean legal action, but there's a very big gulf between those two. So I don't think it's smart to speculate. And in fact, Chang-Han Kim actually clarified today, Saturday, the day that I'm recording this, because there was so much speculation going on. And it's important to note that he clarified that they weren't attacking people who were creating games within the Battle Royale genre. In fact, they encouraged the competition, stating, the first thing I'd like to clarify is that this is not about the Battle Royale game mode itself. There were other Battle Royale game modes earlier this year that were released, like Last Man Standing or GTA 5's Battle Royale game mode, and we never raised an issue. And I think it's great that there's more competition and everyone should be able to create their own Battle Royale game mode. And it's not about the idea itself, it's about Epic Games. And that wasn't really clear in the press release. So what is it about Epic Games, as opposed to GTA or Last Man Standing, that makes this case different in Bluehole's eyes? Well, it all has to do with the fact that Bluehole is licensing Epic's Unreal Engine in order to run PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Han Kim went on to explain, we're going to get some technical support from Epic, and we're going to work with them to make sure Unreal Engine better supports Battle Royale gameplay, which requires 100 people in one session. And now we're starting to have concerns that they're going to develop new features or improve something in the engine to support the Battle Royale gameplay and then use it for their own game mode. So if you're not quite following, basically what Han Kim is saying, hey, we consult Epic when we want to optimize our game running the Unreal Engine, saying, hey, what if we did this? What if we added this? And then Epic potentially could say, hey, we have the inside scoop on what PlayerUnknown is developing for their game, so let's go ahead and just implement that into our game, possibly even before PlayerUnknown has a chance to implement it within their own game. Now, this is a huge concern. Is this a conflict of interest that can be taken care of legally? I don't know. I'm not a lawyer. But what I do think is that this is an ethical dilemma, right? If Epic is licensing them the engine to run their game and then is also creating a game that is a direct competitor to PlayerUnknown, that does create a conflict of some sort, doesn't it? Now, I think that this definitely is grounds for Bluehole to be concerned, and I think that is definitely grounds for Bluehole to take the appropriate, necessary further action if they need to. I don't think it's appropriate for Bluehole to sue them, and I really don't think that Bluehole would, but I do think that the internet is being unfairly harsh against Bluehole and PlayerUnknown for being concerned about this entire situation. That's my 2 cents on this. I definitely side a little bit more with Bluehole, and I think that they may have overreacted a little bit in their statement, but I do want to bring up 2 other things involving this story. And first, that's an argument that's being brought up in a lot of comment threads, which is basically saying, who do they think they are? They didn't invent the genre. I think it's very important to give credit where credit is due, and Greene, aka PlayerUnknown, has been prolific in creating this genre, this Battle Royale genre. It virtually didn't exist until he created the DayZ mod, Battle Royale, back in 2013. And because of the success of that mod, he was actually contacted by Sony Online Entertainment to come work on H1Z1 King of the Kill. Greene deserves a lot of the credit for a lot of the aspects of this burgeoning Battle Royale genre, just like parachuting in to the play zone, the play zone shrinking as time progresses, 100 people game sizes. All of these things were aspects that Greene injected into this genre. So if you want to talk about the Battle Royale genre, PlayerUnknown pretty much invented it, and I think that he deserves credit where credit is due. Does that mean that I think that he deserves a monopoly on the game? No, but when people say, hey, H1Z1 did it first, I think it's important to know who created H1Z1 and that Brendan Greene was instrumental in creating that game. Now, the last point I want to make is something that I think isn't really being discussed when it comes to this drama, is why did Epic Games feel it necessary to put Battle Royale mode into Fortnite? When Fortnite initially released their game from closed beta to open beta for founders, it received mixed reviews. Most people saying the gameplay is a lot of fun, and it was. I had so much fun playing Fortnite, but it was bogged down by micromanaging and all of the trappings that you would expect to come from a shoddily thought out free-to-play game. It was just bogged down by unnecessary micromanaging of things and guns breaking and building unnecessary stuff, gathering loot that really had no purpose. I really just think you have to question the motive of Epic Games for inserting a Battle Royale mode into Fortnite. Why are they inserting this game into Fortnite? Is it because they have a concern that the game isn't going to be as successful at launch? Is this going to turn into an H1Z1 situation where people say, hey, we signed on for H1Z1, and then you sort of abandon that project, focus everything on King of the Kill, and now we have a unfinished H1Z1 that we paid for. Now, granted, this is going to be a free-to-play game, so the pay aspect, with the exception of all the founders, isn't going to be really an issue, but I'm curious to know just how much work they're going to keep focusing on the main core gameplay, the PvE core gameplay of Fortnite, and how much attention they're going to focus on refining the Battle Royale genre. So to wrap it up, guys, in my opinion, I think that Bluehole's getting a bit of a bum rap. I think they have cause for concern with Epic releasing the Battle Royale mode of Fortnite, especially when you consider that they're releasing it 4 months early on September 26th. That's this Tuesday. That's 4 months before they even release Fortnite. But I also think that Bluehole probably released their statement a little hastily. They probably really should have thought out what they were going to say, and that by saying that they were considering further action, they were sort of stirring the pot. But in the end, Bluehole isn't trying to say that they have a monopoly over the game, or even that they're going to attack anybody who is making another Battle Royale game. This has to do with Bluehole being concerned that Epic is licensing them their Unreal Engine, and at the same time creating a game that is a direct competitor to PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. And one has to wonder what the current state of the PvE aspects of Fortnite are, and how that game is going to shake out when it does go free to play. Whether Epic is actually going to invest the time and energy into fixing that game, or if they're going to do something similar to what H1Z1 did and refocus their attention on a completely different game and then abandon 6 years of work that they've put into this. But it'll be curious to see how this shakes out. But in the end, I'm wondering what you guys are thinking. Let me know down in the comments. Do you think I'm way off base? Do you agree with me? Let me know. But until next time, I'll catch you guys later.